Hello, my crafty friends. Hope everyone's having a very nice day. I just wanted to show one of our other kittens that we found that many of you saw several weeks back, where she was being held in my lap, and I was feeding her through a syringe, and she was very limp and on the verge of death. Yeah, we happened to, I happened to find her when we were having a flash flood. I opened the door after the rain and was looking out at the yard, and our yard had gotten flooded. And I kept hearing something underneath our wood deck, and when I looked under there, there was two kittens that somehow or another got washed away from the nest, and they were on the brink of drowning, and I happened to be there at the perfect time to save them. And this is the little gray one that was all malnourished. It was almost bone. Apparently she wasn't getting enough milk from the mother, and she was just totally, almost practically dehydrated and just ready to die. She was just limp, almost like dead. And I had to bring her in the house and dry her with a blow dryer and get her cleaned up, and then I had to get a medicine dropper because I couldn't find the bottle at the time, and feed her some milk, and it was like 24 hours round the clock of feeding. For about 2 or 3 weeks, she was really, really slow. She was behind the other kitten. The other kitten was doing better, but she was so slow and didn't... She had to get the nourishments really, caught back up so she could get her energy. But here she is now, and she's just as, she's done a lot of growing. Of course, this isn't up close, so she looks a lot larger, but she's still the size of a kitten. She's just gotten a little bit fatter and plumper, and she loves to play. Say, I loves to play. Yes, I do. Say, I'm bad. And my name is Ramsey. So, this one, she's a female, though. We thought she was a male, but she turned out to be a little girl, so we got to get a little girl fixed, too. The males are going to get fixed, or the females are going to get fixed, but 2 are getting fixed in October, and then the other 2 will get fixed, but both are going to get fixed, like the females at one time and the males at one time. But she has got a set of teeth on her, boy. She's got some sharp canines, so when she bites, you have to keep like your bone or like tight, because she's got some sharp teeth. But she's so loving. Say, I'm so loving and playful. Say, I'm so loving and playful. I got a happy home. Yep, I got 4 kittens in my house that we're raising now, and if I find any more, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to find them homes, because I've got enough. I don't want to end up with a house full. I saw a video a while ago from this lady that was from Russia, and she felt sorry. They don't have animal shelters like they do here in the States. And she had 200 cats in her house. And she lived in like a 2-bedroom flat. That's what they call it, a flat over there. Which is like a 2-bedroom efficiency apartment type of deal. And she had these cats in this one room, and they were just like swarming. The way she fed them is she'd go out into her kitchen, or whatever room that was that they were staying. I'm pretty sure that was probably her kitchen. And she would like toss the food, dry food, on the floor. And all these cats would go diving in. And I saw that video, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of cats. No, I would never ever be a 150 or 200 cat owner. No way. 4, 5, 6 would be my limit, and I really wouldn't even want 6. 5 maybe, but 6, nah. I mean, like I said, unless I knew they were getting up in age, like they're getting old, and I know they're not going to be around too much longer, then maybe I would adopt one, because I know that one is getting at that age where we're not going to see them too much longer. Then maybe, but as far as adopting out too many of them, I do try to find them homes. Because she was sick, it was kind of hard to find her a home, if you know what I'm saying, because she had to be taken care of, and you get renourished, and she's a mess, aren't you, girl? Aren't you, girl? Yeah, I know you wants to play, but you like to bite too hard. You like to bite. Say, Ramsey, 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 Ramsey. Yep, she's a mess. It's funny, her and the black one, I don't know if it's because they're females or what, but her and the black one, they play together. And then the two orange tabbies, they play together. So it's like, you know, every once in a while they'll all get together and play, but I'm noticing like they're buddies. I guess it's because they're born with each other. I kind of thought at first they were ow, you're getting sharp now. You're being nasty. Be nice. I kind of thought at first that they were, might have been the same litter, but these two seem to look like they're a little bit older. So we have another female cat out here somewhere having babies. So we're going to have to find the female so we can figure out, or both females. You know, we've got the trap set out there, and Andy goes out there and puts food in the trap. But sometimes we'll notice the food's still there, and then sometimes the food is gone, but they're not going in the cage to get the food. It's like they're taking their paw or something and reaching in and pulling the food bowl up to the cage. I don't know, but the animal is smarter than the cage, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm hoping that we can catch them, though, because we really do need to find the mothers and get her a home somewhere, or you know, contact the rescue. We do know of a few cat rescues that will come out to your home and take the kittens, and they will try to adopt them, so they will be avoided from going to the animal shelters. So that's been going very well here in the town that I'm living in, and several people are getting involved, and they're fostering cats temporarily until they can find them homes. So that's another good thing. So a lot of people are taking in kittens, and you know, I guess they're getting to having the fun with them, and they get them fixed, and then they put them up for adoption. So finding a baby kitten at a shelter now in my town is getting a lot harder to do. They still have kittens coming in, but not as many, and many of their lives are getting saved. So that's what I'm glad of. I'm glad that somebody's really taken the initiative to try to save these animals and not have them euthanized. It's really, to me, it's senseless to have, you know, bring a baby into an animal shelter knowing that 9 other people are going to follow you after your cat had babies, and you don't have time to find them a home. So you take them to the shelters, and the shelters will only keep them for so many days, or once the room gets filled, the cages get filled, they have to put them down. And you know, these people really, they don't want to put them down. If they can save them, they can, you know, they'll try to save them, and they really don't want to put the animals down, but that's their job. And you know, a lot of people, the lady that works at our shelter in here in our town, she goes all lengths to try to find a home for those kittens when they, you know, come in, and she tries to keep them in the shelter as long as she can to keep from euthanizing them. And she even told me one day that she hates the idea of killing the cats, but she sees, you know, unfortunately there's, you know, they have some that come in that are so unhealthy that they've been out in the wild too long, and they are dehydrated. Some of them are eat up and caked with fleas, that the fleas have eat up their bodies and depleted their nutrition, and there was just no saving to them. Their life was pretty much so almost gone, because they had been sucked to death by fleas and ticks. So they didn't even bother putting them in a cage or saving them. They euthanized them right away because they saw the kittens were suffering. So I am saying a big thanks to all the rescues out there in the town of Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and Nashville, North Carolina, for doing what you were doing with the kittens and the cats. And I can give everyone a thumbs up to all the volunteers that are taking in these baby kittens and taking the time to see that they can find them an adopted home. But these were found in my yard, and I never have to go to the shelter and find any of the babies. For some reason, all I got to do is set a trap outside every year, and we end up finding baby kittens. And I have found numerous homes. You know, at the time I had enough cats back then, but we have lost a few cats, so I decided to keep these. And these were what you call I had to rescue. So the ones that I have had to rescue in the situation like this, they are hard to get rid of, because once they get adapted to change, bothers them. And also, if you just heard the other kitten, that was Roxy. When she is in a room by herself, which I'll show you another day, when she's in the room by herself and all the other cats are in the room with me, and she wakes up from her nap and she realizes that nobody's in the room with her, she starts hollering. So when you heard the meow, that was Roxy in the other room. She just woke up from her nap and it just dawned on her there's nobody in the room with her. So a lot of times I have to say I'm in here, and then she'll come flying in here. But this is Ramsey, and she has done a lot of growing. As you can see, she's a different personality from Samson. Samson was go play, where Ramsey likes to lay in a lap, and yeah, she'll play with you, a little bit, but she also loves to be petted. She's more of a pet me mama type of kitty cat, and I want to go to sleep in your lap, kitty. So that's what she's more of. She likes to play with Roxy, and they run around, and that's their type of playing. But when it comes to us holding them, it's like they want to be loved time. So as you can see, the two different personalities from Samson and Ramsey. But this is what she looks like today, and she's grown. And she's getting stronger every day, and a mess. Total mess. Spoiled, just like all the other ones. Ouch! But she's got the sharpest teeth a cat can have. I have not seen, out of all kittens I have ever had in my whole entire life, this kitten right here has some nasty sharp teeth. I mean, when she goes down, bites down, she bites, and it's almost like a needle going in your hand. So I have to be careful with her. I guess all that milk I gave her made her teeth strong. So, but anyway, I'm going to let everybody go for the day, but I just wanted to show you our other cat, because y'all haven't seen her in a while. And probably in the next day or two, I'll try to get Roxy or Niles back in here, and you'll get to see the other two. Well, I hope y'all have a very nice day. Talk to you guys later. Love y'all, and bye-bye.